up, everybody? This is DIB Sports. I'm going to talk about LeBron James. He said a very controversial statement in a way because anything he says is controversial because he's LeBron James. He could say the sky is green and the whole world talk about it. But what he said this time was, "Oh, I don't have to prove anything anymore." What? Yes, you do. You have to prove to the NBA legends and yourself. Okay, you don't have to prove the world that you're a great basketball player. I mean, you won 3 championships, you've been to 7 finals, All-Star, MVP, #1 pick overall, straight out of high school. You've been followed since 2003. I mean, you don't have to prove that you're a great basketball player, but you do have to prove how to be the best basketball player of all time. You can't be considered the best basketball player if you only have 3 championships. And please, LeBron James lovers, save it. You do need championships to be the best. I don't care. Don't give me that Robert Horry's theory. Robert Horry's theory is lame, first of all. He was a role player. Look at his point per game, just 9. So chillax with that stupid championship with you 7. I hate that theory. It's so stupid. Anyway, as I digress, if you want to be compared to Michael Jordan, you got to get at least 6 rings or more. You got to get at least 6 rings or more. If you want to be compared to him. Weren't you the one who said, I want to chase the ghosts of Michael Jordan? If you want to chase the ghosts, you got to match the ghosts. You got to get the 6 championships. You got to at least get there. 5 ain't cutting it. That's why Kobe, even though he's the closest to Michael Jordan as a skill player, he's never going to be he is never going to be close to Michael Jordan. Okay? I just think it's hilarious that he says this in this moment. Does he have doubt in his game when he gets to the finals? I don't know. But I don't think it was an appropriate thing to say at the moment. I'll say at the end of his career, yeah, but you're still in your career. You still have a chance to improve your status, your legend, your legacy. So to say that I'm great, I don't even have to prove anything anymore, it's kind of come across as a little bit arrogant because you're not done yet. You're not even at your end of your career. Your career actually in your prime. So you can still continue your career and there's still a lot to prove. You can still get the championships. You can still get this maybe 6 rings. There's a lot to prove. You don't have to prove the world, but you got to prove it to yourself. And to say that he has nothing to prove, it's just asinine. And that's how I feel. LeBron James, you're the best. If you consider yourself 2 years ago, I'm the greatest player in the world, then prove it. Win more championships, not only 3. You went to 7. You failed 4 times. I think you got something to prove. How about you prove yourself you can get to at least over 500 when it comes to championship games in NBA Finals? That's something to prove. And to be honest, I always say LeBron James is never Michael Jordan. I say he's more like a hybrid, more athletic version of Magic Johnson. To me, LeBron James is Magic Johnson, but a lot better version of him. He could pass, he could shoot, he could dunk, but he is at his best in his career when talent is around him. And when you have a lot of talent around him, he can maximize his own talents, which is passing. I think he is one of the best passers in basketball. To me, he's Magic Johnson 2.0. He's never going to be Michael Jordan. He doesn't even play the same position as Michael Jordan. Though he doesn't play the same position as Magic Johnson, he has a point guard style of play. He doesn't play like Michael Jordan. He doesn't take over a game like Michael Jordan on a consistent basis. If it was a basketball move, he will pass first before he shoots it. That's a good quality. Not knocking his game, but that's not he doesn't have what Michael Jordan have. And what Michael Jordan have is that assassin mentality that Kobe had. LeBron is more a team guy, which is good, but when it comes to push comes to shove, he will become that assassin. But 9 out of 10 times, he will do the right thing and pass the ball or take the shot when he has to. But he's just not that guy. So he has a lot to prove. To me, that's a joke. He just he's Mr. Controversial. Love to bring attention to himself. Is it strategic when some things he says? I kind of think it is. It's kind of cryptic, but to say that he don't have nothing to prove to himself is just a joke. And you know what? If he loses again, then if he loses again in the NBA Finals, he'll have a lot to prove next year. So I don't buy it. LeBron James fans might get mad at me, but listen, I'm objective. I'm just saying this guy has more rings and more potential to become great. So you do have something to prove.